statement. I now give the floor to the representative of the Russian Federation. You have the floor. Thank you, Madam Chair. The current situation in terms of international security, arms control, disarmament and non-proliferation, ADNP, witnesses a growth in tension and in unpredictability and exacerbation of prior and appearance of new threats and challenges. And so now it's essential to have a positive unifying agenda. And so the Russian Federation is tabling a draft resolution on strengthening and developing the system of agreements on ADNP. Our document L60. Our document is aimed at consolidating the international community for the purposes of maintaining and improving the existing ADNP architecture. We call for support of this draft and for co-sponsors to it. Madam Chair, each one of the components of the disarmament triad, the first committee, the Disarmament Commission, and the Conference on Disarmament, are called upon to responsibly and effectively discharge their duties. As UN member states, we must ensure necessary conditions for that. And to do so, we need to strictly follow their mandates and avoid politicization. There was a landmark event, the first time in history, the appointment of a woman, Ms. Tatiana Valovaya, as Director General of the United Nations Office in Geneva, as well as Secretary General of the Conference on Disarmament, in combination with personal representative of the Secretary General to the Conference on Disarmament. It was very pleasant for us to see that such an honor was entrusted to a representative of Russia. Recently, as part of the disarmament machinery, we've seen harmful trends undermining its past effectiveness. The results of the GA vote on the resolutions on ADNP shows that states are having a harder and harder time making consensual decisions. There is no common understanding as to what direction we should go for the resolution of essential issues confronting the international community. It's especially telling to see the trends of departing from topical debates, politicization of the discussions, and using the UN platform as an instrument of pressure on the unsuitable, as seen in the work of the first committee. So an additional destructive factor in the context of the work of this forum and of the Disarmament Commission are the unjustified actions on the part of the U.S. authorities in refusing visas to experts of the Russian delegation in violation of their obligations under the 1947 Headquarters Agreement. Through their destructive actions, the Americans are undermining the authority of the Secretariat and personally of the Secretary General, whose job it is to ensure normal operation of UN bodies. In order to restore the normal work of the First Committee of the Disarmament Commission, we are tabling a draft decision on increasing the effectiveness of the methods of work of the First Committee, 57, as well as amendments to the draft decision on the DC report on a comprehensive consideration of the question of holding sessions of the First Committee on the Disarmament Commission at the UN office in Vienna or Geneva. Approval of these decisions would allow all delegations to participate in the work of these platforms on a non-discriminatory basis and would help improve the situation inside the disarmament machinery. We call on all delegations to support these decisions. Thank you. I thank the representative of the Russian Federation for